Well, this is a good start to a live stream, isn't it? It's only taken me 25 minutes to get going. So I thought I'd check my live stream at the start, and my blue audio mic was doing that weird crackly thing all the way through me speaking. I've just switched to the GoPro, which is mounted to the table, so at least it's not distorted. I did a stream for about 2 hours last week and it was just crackling all the way through it. Annoying. Okay, so let's start the stream. We've got a iPod Classic. We're going to convert it to SD. I've never done this before. First time I've done it. Thought I'd do it on live stream just in case anybody else wanted to. I'm sure there's other videos out there, but at least you get to see me. My camera's doing that weird no signal thing again where it was a power issue last time. I don't know if I can just pull that out and it's going to make a difference. Oh god, I love my setup. Okay, well, you've got to work what you're given with, haven't you? So that's just, I am, because I need to hear whether the stream's any good or not. Yay, that's good enough for me. Okay, so I'm going to start again so I can cut this video and it's all good. We are going to be converting one of these iPod Classics to SD. So we're going to be taking the existing hard drive out of it, which is, I believe, corrupt in this one. And we're going to be converting it to a 128 gig SD card. You can convert these to SSD. It's the only way to get higher than 128 gig, but iTunes will limit you to 120 gig, even though this is 160 gig. I don't know why. Something to do with the operating system, something to do with probably Apple just being Apple. I do know that you can, if you want a terabyte, 2 terabytes, the rest of it, you can install a thing called Roxbox, I believe it's called. We're not going to be doing that. The customer's quite adamant they want to be using iTunes, so we're going to be doing that. So yeah, 160 gig to 120 gig seems a bit weird, but it will make this iPod a lot lighter and it'll make it last longer because SD doesn't take a lot of power. But it should function exactly the same. I think he's using about 30 gig of his hard drive, so let's get on with it. I haven't even opened this yet, so this could be a bit of a palaver opening it. These are notorious for being hard to open, so let's sort this camera out. I have got my own technique for these, but it involves razors, so this could be an interesting stream. Probably should get some sort of tissue ready just in case I spray blood on live stream. Okay, I'm gonna turn the headphones down on that because I can hear myself. Very distracting. So we're going to start. The problem with these is just where you have to go in on this connection, it actually goes inside and then down at an angle, so there's absolutely no way to pop these out without levering out. They've also got little connectors that go from each side, so you've got hooks along here and then you've got corresponding pins going across the other side, so it's almost twofold. You've got 3 down this side, 3 down this side and 2 down the bottom. They are a pain in the arse to get out without actually causing any damage. Depending if this has been opened, most of them aren't virgin iPods, but I've been assured that this has never been opened, which it'd probably be a first if I'm honest. I don't know how my sound, it sounded okay when I quickly had a check myself. Okay, this definitely feels like a virgin iPod. Okay, so I don't know if you heard that. Let's try and do this on camera. You need to kind of go in at an angle. You have to get in between. There we are. Both of them. I don't think that's... Okay, let's call that it on that side. You'll see in a minute why. I have experimented getting these apart in different ways. This is probably the best way I've come up with it. So you go in flat. In fact, that's... yeah, this has definitely never been opened. Anybody who's tried to open one of these knows. You got hideous sounds coming out of it, but that's just the pins breaking back and forward. It's actually the razor. Go, I think that's... Come on. Right. Let's use this. This centre pin here is getting caught on the razor. There we go. So what I've tried to do here is take all of the pins and move them away from the side, so it should pop out. We've just got two down here that we need to do, and then this is just a case of popping. Ah, you won't pop like the other side, will you? There you go. See, we've popped that on that side, popped that on that side. Jack that mofo up. Okay. Okay, just look in the side here. Just looks like this pin here is going to be a pain in the ass. There's always one. There we go. It sounds a lot worse than it is. Unfortunately, this is the only way to get into these. There's also a battery at the top here that... Well, they weren't lying when they said it was a virgin one, because that's exactly what they're like the first time you open them. After that, this one will probably come apart a bit easier. Okay. Okie dokie, right. First thing we need to do is disconnect the battery. What's the sound like, people? Just realised how close I am to that mic. It's probably got my breathing going. This stream was brought to you by Darth Vader. Okay, I need to be careful not to pull the actual connector out the board. Right, there you go. I don't know if you can see in there. Let's get that under the microscope. Okay, so we've got the pin there, and you can see that that's just, you just need to pull this black pin up there, and then that will disconnect. So let's flick back over to this. And once we've got that one, we can flick this open like that. There we are. Let's get a good working place. Next we need to pull this hard drive out. So then just inside here you've got a ribbon cable running along there. So what we're going to do first though is we're going to disconnect this back panel here. So you just flick that up and just remove that, and that's the back panel. And just so you know, you can see the back panel there, it's not actually twisted in any way, and we'll go through that in a sec. And we're just going to disconnect the hard drive, so the pin across there, and then we're going to just leave that, and then that's away. So yeah, just to go through here, I'm going to go through on the microscope again, and I'll show you the pins I mean. Oh. Okay, so first, why can't you see that? Right, let me have a look. What have I done with this mic? I was wondering why that was so. Zoomed in. I thought, even though it's a microscope, right, that should be a bit better. There we go. So yeah, that's the first one that we were trying to get across. So you can see you've got the hooks going along there, and then you've also got those hooks here to contend with. So what we were having to do is you come in with the razor over the top of these and then push these back. So you've got to get in between these, and then you've got these corresponding hooks running down the other side, or the little pits should I say, and then you've got the cutouts where they go in, and then the hooks where they go on here, and also down the bottom. So yeah, pretty difficult to get open without causing too much damage. So as you could see, that one there was pristine. So what we've got here is a thing called the iFlash Solo. So what that does is we're going to put an SD card in here, and then we're going to fit this into here like this, so it should connect exactly the same. So we ordered this directly from Kingston, or one of their affiliates, but through their page, so we know that it's definitely a class, I believe class 10, might even be higher. It's one of their new fast ones. So yeah, this is an SD XC card. It's 128 gig, does about 80 megasecond. They have got faster ones on there. I think that go up to a few hundred, but this is, you know, MP3s and. Okay, where the hell did that go? Ah, there it is. There we go. Got wheels on here. The last thing I want to do is run over that. So really simple. This goes into here. Make sure the lock isn't on. I'm guessing it goes this way round. There you go. So that's slotted in nicely. Then we flick that ribbon cable back. Let's get this to an angle that you guys can see. It's pretty close. That's about as close as I can get it, I'm afraid. And then we're just gonna slot that in there, use the tension of the cable, and then we're going to bring that down, and that's cut out nicely. That's going to sit inside here really well. Then I believe we've got a few of these stickies to stick on top. First things first, I think I'm probably going to have to fit this one first. Yeah. So it's going to be a bit tricky. I'm going to just put that next to it. You probably didn't have to disconnect this in hindsight now. I'm going to try not to breathe into this mic like Herbert the Pervert. Oh my god, just getting there. You have to be quite careful with these ribbon cables. Okay, then I'll push that in with my nail, then flick it down. You just need to make sure the line matches up with that. Now we can push that down. That should slot into there nicely. God, this is weird. To start off with, I'm just going to connect the battery here so we can flash it. Get my hands out of the way here enough. So yeah, just come in here. It's actually quite simple, this is, and that's a hell of a lot lighter. I mean, anybody who's had one of these bricks before, they're going to know how heavy they are. Okay, so let's... Oh god, I'm going to have to load iTunes. Okay, my top camera's stopped. It's making me look like I've got curse the live stream. Okay, let's bring that over. Now we want iTunes. While I sort that out, I need a 30-pin cable. As you know, I had one right next to me for the live stream. I didn't really, but there was one next to me, so... Here's one I prepared earlier, Blue Peter Styly. I'm going to connect this to the computer. I'm going to see what it's saying. I've got a funny feeling I should have formatted the hard drive before we put it in here. But we'll try it anyway, and then we can go back. Maybe I should have read the instructions? Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to bring that over there. I'm going to try and get... I don't want to download the latest version of iTunes. Just going to see if this connects. Okay, it doesn't, so yeah, that answered my question. I should have put it in here and flashed it first. So, let's have a look. What does it say about flashing the hard drive? Okay. Weirdly enough, it doesn't actually say anything about flashing. flashing it, but I have heard okay, some of the Kingston supports don't work, so let me see if this is one of the Kingston ones. UHSI. Is this a UHSI? I have no idea. Is it a UH? Don't think it is. UHSI. What the hell does that mean? Do you know what? I thought buy a brand and then you'll know. Okay, I'm just going to see what I need to flash it. Okay, so you have to prepare it to extract. Okay, I don't think I've got a reader because it's old school. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's bring this gigantic reader over here. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, let's kill that. And we will. Okay, that's a different type of connection for the computer. Okay, now I've got one of those for the camera. Preparation. Yeah, boy. Okay, so I got a lead for that. Okay, that says it's on. Right, let's take this out. I'm going to take the lead out of that. Right, disconnect that. Come on. Work with me, baby. XD, do you do SD? Yeah, you do. I can get you to stay on long enough. Oh, come on. Right, I'm going to see if that's connected. Judging by the constant connection and non-connection, I'm guessing not. No. No. It's probably going to end up being the lead. Okay, let's find a different lead for that, because that's annoying. Okay, here's another so-called brand new one. So let's see if it's the lead or the actual. Hey, right, you can fuck off. See you later. Okay, let's see if we can read. Okay, so I've got this up on my computer. Right, let's shrink this. Only I could make a simple stream like this seem complicated. Okay, so we need to go to this and format. And apparently it is already exFAT. Perfect. Let's format it anyway. And we'll eject it. And go back over to main. Well, that's frustrating. I think it might actually be this cable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug it from this side. I'm going to make sure it's fully connected. There you go. That's the trouble. Okay, so that took a while to get that in there. Innuendo. Okay, there we go. Right, ram it home. Okay, that sits in there really nicely, by the way. I'll leave the links in the descriptions and stuff for this once we're finished. Should it work? But this, quite simple as long as you're keeping the original Apple software and stuff, so you're not going over the recommended amount. You'll have to check the site as well to see what's their guidelines for gig sizes and stuff. You can't just stick what you like in it. So we should. Have I connected you properly? It says that I have. We're not getting anything at the moment, so let's disconnect you. Let's start again. Hey, you idiot. Why doesn't it work? Okay, so we've got an Apple logo. Should go to the cross. Do not disconnect. That's much better. Okay. It's flashing up a... Let's get this over so you can see. It's flashing up this image here. We're just going to click cancel on that. Says it's not accessible. We don't care about that. I'm going to load iTunes. Now it says iTunes has detected an iPod in recovery mode. You must restore this iPod before it can be used with iTunes. Fuck yeah. There we go. That's going to be restoring now. And hit restore. This should be it. Obviously we need to whack this back together again. I'm going to use a hammer for that. Not going to really use a hammer. Don't want to get any complaints here. Yeah, we're going to put that back together. Oh wow, that's even quicker. I mean, you've seen the difference with that if that was a normal hard drive. Okay, your iPod has been restored to factory settings and is restarting. Please leave your iPod connected and it will appear in the iTunes window after it restarts. So, let's see if this works. There's not much left after this to do. All we need to do is put some jumpers in there, some little foam pads to stop this thing rattling around inside. Not overly sure where to put these yet, but we'll soon see. It should show up. Ah! Okay, so it's not showing up in iTunes, but if I flick back over to the main, and you should be able to see. Oh, I love these top lights. There you go. So yeah, you can see there that it's got full brightness. Have I got there you go. Delayed reaction, cursor live stream. So you can see that it's a brand new iPod. Let's go down and have a look at, I think we're going to have to set it up. Obviously English. So there's no music. We want to go to settings, about, and here we go. It says $116 gig free. So there you go, 116 gig free. Nice and easy. Let's put this back together. We're gonna, I actually thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. So what we need to do is you need to hold this at a weird angle because we've got two cables running from opposing sides. You want to leave it so there's a bit of slack on there. And then I'm going to split these and we're going to stick them in. These are the little pads. I'm not sure where to put these, but I'm going to go one at the top I think and one down the side maybe. Okay, I'm going to put this in. Maybe on the chip. We'll just go down the side here so we're not actually on any components. That should hold it, so I don't know if you can see where I've put those. I really can't tell on mine. As you can see, my chair has lowered me to the lower seating position. Makes me look like a child. So we're just going to bring this up together. That's better. Okay, so the top on these slots in like this first. And then all you do is close it. So what we need to do is close, 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 close. I'll give that a bit of a clean, but overall, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that decently on the camera. Please someone buy me a camera. So you can see that there's almost zero cosmetic marks on that. I mean, the scratches are there from his case, but I mean for pry marks and the gap that's normally left down the side, so I hold it from the front, you'll be able to see that it's not, there's no protruding metal. So there it is, one updated SSD. Now if I was clever, I would have brought a set of scales and we could have done the difference in weight, but you are removing this. Let's see if it shakes. Nice and sturdy. And that's it. Excellent. Okay, it is 9:30. It's taken me ages to get the stream going. I'm probably going to call it a night. It is a weekday. I should probably go home. I'm going to do another. I've got loads of stuff to live stream, so I'm going to go home. I might even try and edit this tonight, and we'll go from there. As always, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, if you want to hit the like button in our page, share the group, you know, anything you can do to help, that would be brilliant. If you've got a repair, you know what to do. You can just head over to the website, or you can contact me, leave a comment down there, and I will see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye. And that's the wrong window.